Delulu is the salulu. Cute. Rhymes. Sounds like some shit you see on a coffee mug. It's the perfect slogan for a generation that's been fed a diet of pure, uncut fantasy since they were in the crib. The world told them you can be anything, and they took it literally. They think it's a cheat code, a magic spell you whisper to yourself in the mirror. It's not a solution. It's the most powerful anesthetic on the market today. You gotta understand what you're doing when you choose delusion. You're not building confidence, you're taking out a loan from reality. And reality is the ultimate loan shark. It will always come to collect, and the interest is a motherfucker. You can tell yourself you're a master painter all you want, but the day you have to stand in front of a blank canvas with a client waiting, the canvas is gonna call your bluff. You can manifest being a millionaire, but the landlord ain't gonna accept good vibes for the rent. You're writing checks with an account that has no money in it. The high you get from writing the check is incredible. The crash, when it bounces, will break you in half. This whole thing is a symptom of a world that has made actual, tangible progress impossible for most people. The ladder is gone. The game is rigged. So what do you do when you can't actually win? You decide the scoreboard is irrelevant. You create a new game inside your own head, a game where you're already the champion. It's a coping mechanism. It's the spiritual equivalent of a man in a burning house deciding to sit back and admire the pretty colors of the flames. It feels like control, like empowerment. It's the final, most pathetic form of surrender. And it creates a world of ghosts, a society of people who are no longer interacting with reality, but with the personal movie playing in their own skull. You're not talking to a person anymore, you're talking to their avatar. The guy who's delulu about being a business mogul isn't listening to your advice, he's listening to the imaginary applause in his head. The woman who's delulu about her toxic relationship isn't seeing the man in front of her, she's seeing the fantasy version she's edited together in her mind. It makes real connection impossible. It's a self-imposed solitary confinement, and you're decorating the walls of your cell and calling it a palace. But the most insidious part of it all, the part that makes it so fucking brilliant, is who it serves. You think this mindset is a rebellion? You think you're sticking it to the system by being delulu? You're the system's favorite fucking employee. You're the dream. Who's more exploitable than a person who will take on an impossible workload with a smile because they've deluded themselves into thinking it's their destiny? Who's a better consumer than someone who believes they can just manifest the money for that new car or that expensive vacation? You're not breaking the machine. You are volunteering to be the most efficient, least complaining gear inside of it. You will work for less, endure more, and when you inevitably break, you will blame yourself for not being delulu enough. And that's the final brutal truth. The slogan is a lie, but it's a lie that points to the heart of the matter. The world isn't broken because people lack delusion. The world is broken, and delusion is the sugar they give you to make the poison go down easier. Delulu isn't the solution. It is the final, perfect instrument of your control. It's not a way to get what you want. It's a way to make you want nothing at all, except the feeling of the delusion itself. They found a way to sell you a dream that requires them to give you absolutely nothing in return. They don't need to give you the kingdom anymore. They just need to sell you the idea that you're already wearing a crown. It's the cheapest, most effective chain they've ever forged.